girl. Correct. Hello, folks. Hello. I'm just bringing some stuff in here. Hey, Patty. No, not Patty. Patty is Bubbles or Bozzy's mom? I screwed up. All right. I sure can. No problem. Bear with me 2 seconds. Let me... I found it in the cosmetics section of Dollarama. So that's it there. It's got the 6 little compartments in the back, 1 large one here, and 2 on the right. Hope you were able to get your screenshot. So I'm going to move that back over here. And so we've got a couple, we're going to work on this mug. Get some more done on this one. We're going to do some top dots. Some more top dots. You're most welcome. I'm going to do some top dots and some more swoops. Just a few though. I'm really happy with this one. This one is for the card pull for the word resilient. No, Christine, I am using multi-surface acrylic paints, which cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air curing for 21 days. Oh, I can totally show you how to do the paw prints. We'll definitely do that. We'll do a paw stone very, very soon. Hi, Anne. So we're going to work on this one today. Glass and enamel paints also work too, Christine. So I'll show you. I went to Michael's today. Because I'm going to be making a lot of patterns, I'm going to be doing a lot more canvas and wood panel work. So that also means more guidelines. And I will show you, do I have it in here? I've been using watercolor pencil crayon. It works really, really well. It doesn't get all chalky. The pencils sharpen a lot nicer. The charcoal pencils, they break a lot. So I was using watercolor pencil crayons, and on the one that I had maybe 1.5 inches left on it. So I was really proud of myself today that when I was out getting some groceries and some food for the cat, that I should stop and buy myself some watercolor pencil crayons. So I did. So I got myself a watercolor pencil crayon set so I can do more of my guidelines. And thanks, Sven. Thanks, Tracy. I do know the username. Is that always been your username? Oh, it is Chattison. Yes, of course I remember you. How are you? It's good to see you. I picked up a couple paints while I was there at Michael's, of course. Midnight Blue Metallic. Had to pick up a couple paints for a friend of mine that can't access these paints at home. This is a navy blue metallic. I got to get a better light on here. I'll grab my other light. And then I got her a bright silver that she wanted. So I'm going to send those off to her. But I also picked up some new colors. I've been buying a lot of kind of neutrals and dusty gray kind of colors lately. So I kind of added to those a little bit. I got... Have you decided what kind of tools you're going to buy, Katrina? Oh, I'm doing good. Thank you, Chattison. So I got this coral color today. And And I got this, it's called Rosebud. It's a really pale pink, but it's not like a bubblegum pink. It's like more of a fleshy color. And then I got this yellow that's not a super bright yellow, but still a really pretty yellow. It's got a little gray and green in it, I think, too. So I actually have an affiliation with dotartdepot.com, and Lydia's got some great kits there. And if you use the code JAIME10, JAIME10, can I comment it? I don't know if I can comment it. Let me write it down at least. I don't have anything to write it down on. Oh, I have a receipt. Dotartdepot.com. She's got some great acrylic rods and the nail dotting stylus tools, and you can get them in a kit all together. I don't even have a, there's my Sharpie. So dot so if you, I'll hold this up for a minute. If you want to screenshot that, dotartdepot.com and use code JAIME10 for 10% off. She's got some really great kits. She's got some stencils on there as well. And she has a great book too that's got a lot of instructions. So you can always do that. Those are a great way to start with starter kits when you're just getting into it. Eventually you'll probably want to try out different sets of tools just to see what they're like once you get comfortable. But I know a lot of dot artists that have been dotting for years and they still use the acrylic rods. They love them. So I really liked them when I got to play with them. Lydia sent me a set. I gave them away as part of a giveaway not a few months ago. And I really liked them. I wish that I had gotten another set for myself because I think I'd play with them a lot. Okay. So make sure it's JAIME10. Make sure you spelled the Jamie right. Okay. Thanks, guys. You got the rose yesterday. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's so pretty. I was thinking I got this green too. Like, look at that khaki sagey green. And I'm thinking this with all of these would be so pretty. I don't know. I'm going towards some of these more pastel-y kind of colors. So there's lots of great tool sets out there. The ones that I use are DIY mandala stone tools. Unfortunately, I don't have any affiliation with her, but they are phenomenal tools, and I tell everybody about them. So if you want to get, when you want to spend a little bit more money on a set of tools, when you're ready for that step, then give them a look. Color My Soul has sets of tools. There's Mark Mandalas. There's a set of silicone tip tools. There's all kinds of them out there. Okay. So, make sure that you really are enjoying it first before you sink too much money into it, just for your own peace of mind. Thanks, guys. Yeah, the colors were fun. A lot of fun. So let's catch up on where we are with our card pulls. We are on day number 19 for pulling a card from my Dot Mandala Inspiration deck. And let's show you day number 1 was Relief. The watercolor pencil crayons, I got them at Michael's. What do you recommend a beginner start with as a canvas? I'm a big fan of wood panels. Just make sure you sand them down and give them lots of coats of paint or gesso. to get them ready. Canvas is nice, but it can be really frustrating, especially if they're some of the like if they're very fibrous, like, you know how you can see some of the, like, the actual fibers of fabric weaving together to make the canvas. If it's not a very smooth surface, it's going to end up with you getting frustrated with the shape and size of your dots. So I highly recommend wood first. Going with the wood panels is better than going with the small wood cutouts, because when you go to small wood cutouts, especially if they're very thin, the wood can warp, and that can cause its own set of frustrations for you. I hope that helps. Okay, so day number 1 was giddy, and this is the mug I painted inspired by the word giddy. You're most welcome. That was day number 1. Day number 2 was a 10 color minimum mandala, and I painted this mug with the rainbow. The gold is my 10th color. Day number 3 was top dots. So these cards will have color suggestions, color skill practice, specific to dot mandalas, skill practice, or just words and emotions, things like that to get inspired from. There's 52 cards in the deck. They have 52 unique word prompts, and there's 52 unique pictures of my artwork on the other sides. So you can draw a card and say, today I'm going to choose to be inspired by the words on the card that I pull, or maybe I want to be inspired by the picture. Maybe it's the color scheme, maybe it's the design, maybe it's what I painted on. So anyways, I made these decks. They are available for pre-order. The link for the pre-order is in my bio. Please make sure you read the entire product description before you order. I'm super excited with these. So I challenged myself to 30 days of pulling a card every day and painting a mug from them. So this is day number 3, which was top dots. So that's adding different layers of dots to create that dimension. See how they kind of look like they're 3D. So yeah, I need to, before I can order from the manufacturer, I need to do a pre-order of 100. So if you know anybody that you think would think it's a cool idea or want to use that for inspiration for painting their dot mandalas, then send them my way. Like I said, the link is in my bio. I love the pink on the gray though, eh? Isn't that gorgeous? I freaking love that. Thank you, you guys. All right, day number 4 was inspiration in nature. So I did this Christmas tree. This mug, top dot, this mug and giddy, the day 1 are still available on my website. So that's day number 4. Day number 5 was a mug that I'm giving away to a manager at a Dollar Tree. And then, so that was day number 5 was to give away to the manager. Day number 6, I pulled a card and it was called Laugh. The inspiration was Laugh. So I just tried a new paint on a new surface, knowing that it was going to turn out absolutely awful. This was day 7. Day 7, the card was Well-Being. And this is Well-Being. I love this one. Just all naturey and flowy. This looks very elvish to me. Like I picture this being on something, I don't know, it just looks elvish to me. This one is still available on my website as well. So this was day number 7. You spoke with the manager at the Dollar Tree and will always have cups. Amazing. Yeah, these mugs come from Dollar Tree. They're $1.50. If you are a crafter or a maker or an artist, these are really nice tall latte mugs, Dollar Tree, here in Canada anyway, for $1.50 each, which is amazing. I love the cards. It's really, it's keeping me on track. I'm producing more than I have before. I'm painting from a place of pure enjoyment and inspiration. It's been so fun. No, I don't do custom work at this time. I'm going to be starting on, my Patreon is going to be relaunching January 1st as well. I'm going to be starting with patterns. So if you want to learn how to do some of these designs, it's going to be like a pattern of the month club. So anyways, this one is well-being. That was day number 7. Like I said, it's still available in my shop. Day number 8 was music. And this was music. This one has already been adopted. I will be repeating this design again though. A lot of these designs I will be redoing, you guys. So if there are specific designs that you want to see again, please don't hesitate to let me know and make sure that you are following, because I will post when I do more of these. I love this one. I thought it was really cool because first, in my mind, I see the speaker, right? Like that's the center of the speaker and just the vibrations from the booming of a speaker. And then someone else said that they saw like a stadium, like a concert stadium, like a round stage in the middle, and that these were the aisles and these are all the rows of seats. I see like those equalizer designs. Crazy though. I love this one. So this one is music. Thanks, guys. I'm so glad you like it. I use multi-surface acrylic paints. They're specifically designed for painting on smooth surfaces like glass and ceramic, and they cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after air curing for 21 days or after baking. And then day 9 was colors from nature, and I did the sunflower. This is going to be one of my patterns, and I'm going to be doing lots more mugs like this one as well. So this one was day 9. Hello from Canada. Hello back from Canada. I'm also in Canada. Yes, the beats of the music, right? Like you can almost see the vibration of the music in that mug. Oh, sorry. You thought it was your phone. I'm so sorry. Yeah, no, it's my mom's PSW getting here. I love this one. So yeah, this one's going to be a pattern, and I'll do more mugs because that one is adopted. And then for day 10, I chose a card that said flower or seed of life. So I did my first ever seed of life, and this is on a stone that I made from gypsum cement and some molds that I got from the Happy Dotting Company. So I make my own stones. I sell blanks as well. I sell blank tea light candle holders, heart stones, and these round stones. They take a while to make, but I do sell them too. But because this was my first one, I wasn't going to try this. I knew I was going to need guidelines, so I definitely was not going to try this on a mug for the first time I tried this design. So I've still got more I want to do to it. I want to add some top dots and add some dimension there, but that is that one. And then this one was day 14. I jumped around a little bit. I have a stack of cards that I have not yet painted, that I've pulled and not painted yet. Day 14 was a 3-color color grade. So we went from pink to purple to blue, and this is the result of the color grade. I love this one so much. And then I used some metallic teal as top swoops. And can you see the metallic teal on the top there? Hang on one second. Hello in Maine. I used to live in New Brunswick. I used to go through Maine all the time. I used to love to go shopping at the Christmas tree shop in Portland. I went to a concert in Portland once too. And of course, all us Canadians just came down to go to Bangor and to Freeport, right, to go shopping. Holton, nice. All right, so I went and grabbed a different light. I'm going to see if I can light us up here a little bit. Give us a little bit more light. I got my new phone arm, so it's behaving nicely. It's so nice to not have to tether my phone with the power cord. Oh, that's better. It's still a little bright, and I'm sorry for the glare, but let's see if that's a little bit better to see the colors. Look. Right? Like, it just pops. Let's see, right? The metallic teal is just, oh, so nice. Hi, Molly. Hello, Shane Boyd. How's life in Australia? You got a new arm today, too. Yay, that's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Pryor. Thank you, Katrina. Thanks, White Lace. So this is day number 14, color grade. It is going to be air curing, so it's going to go up in my shop release in a couple of weeks. So January 8th, I'm going to be doing a shop update where I'm going to be adding more mugs to the shop. So we saw day 10 was the stone. Day 11 is the word gratitude. And I've actually got an idea for that. We might even start on that today. So gratitude is day 11. Day 12 is something inspired by my least favorite season. For me, that's winter. Day 13 is darkness. I'm actually going to use that midnight blue, really navy, dark blue metallic, and I'm going to do that on a black mug, and that's going to be the only color that I do. So day 13 is darkness. Day 14 was the color grade. Day 15 is the word resilient, and that's the one I'm working on here. So we're going to do some more top dots and add some more swoops. And then that's resilient. And then day 16 is the word relief. And day 17 is a single color. So I can use as many shades as I want and go from there. So again, these cards are the cards that I made. It's a Dot Mandela inspiration deck. I still have to draw 2 cards. They all have different images of previous artwork that I've done that you can take inspiration from, or you can take inspiration from the words. I kind of treat it kind of like an oracle or tarot card pull, where I kind of get myself nice and centered, do some good breathing, and then just kind of see where it takes me. I freaking love them. I'm having so much fun with these. So, just a fair warning, they are going to be a central pivotal part of my content going forward. Yeah, so the cards are available for pre-order through the link in my bio. Once I get 100 pre-orders, I can get them in from the manufacturer, and I'm dying to get them into your hands. I cannot wait to see what you guys do. They come in a really cute little black velvet bag, and I'm also set up a private Facebook group for anybody who buys the cards. To be able to share what they're working on, get inspiration from other people. Maybe we'll do some challenges, all kinds of fun stuff there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jen. I didn't mean it. I'll try to see if I can get it a little more stable. Let me scroll back here. I know I missed some stuff. Granny. Oh, thanks, Granny. I'm so glad you like it. Thanks, Jen. How's your new DIY mug stand? Oh, it's doing really well. So, I bring out my Lazy Susan. And then I have this piece of foam that I glued to an MDF board. And then I can set my mug in it to paint. It cuts the amount of time down that I have to hold the mug by about 50%. And it's nice because then I can spin it too, right? So it's working really well. I got some really good cream as well. I got a wrist support. I'm ordering some compression gloves. I'm going to throw absolutely everything at my hands to make sure that they stay as healthy and as pain-free and as much as possible. So I think it'll definitely help. Oh, that's wonderful, Shane Boyd. That's awesome. Sure, Molly, I can bring up the stone. If you guys aren't already following mollrocks.co, she's an incredible Dot Mandela artist. If you like my work, you will love hers as well. Give her a follow. We're trying to get her to 1,000 followers so she can go live here on TikTok. She'll be live on Instagram tonight too. What time are you going live tonight, Molly? This is really fun. This is definitely a design I'm going to do again, and I'm going to do something like this for a pattern too. Yeah, the darkness one is going to be cool, eh? I'm really excited for that one. Thank you, Sanderson. All right, I'm going to take a sip of my drink, and then we are going to get some more work done on this guy. Oh, I can't wait for them to get to you, Molly. I can't wait to see what you do with the new candle holder. No, unfortunately, I'm not so good with the pictures of actual things. I'm simply mandalas. Thanks, Molly. Oh, thanks, Jen. Thanks for being so patient. I'm going to try and... This table, I think some of the supports that I have under the table have started, like, you know, after a while they flatten down. And so I'm going to put some stuff around the table and see if I can't make it a little bit more stable and less shaky. Thinking around 7. So around 7 o'clock tonight, mallrocks.co on Instagram. Yeah, if I could do the zodiac sign. So what I would do is anytime I add any kind of other image, I've done ones where there's been a heart in the center. So I put a heart in the center instead of the dot, or I'll put a paw print in the center instead of that. I could do some zodiac signs. That would be really cool. I've thought about doing a set of mugs too that are just all the colors, like each mug is a color of one of your chakras. I thought that would be really cool. Thanks, guys. Thanks, A&B Creative. All right. So, again, this mug is the mug for the card pull of Resilient. So we are going to start with some top dots. So I just got to grab my paints. Oh, it's really bouncy, isn't it? It's really moving. Why are you so bouncy? All right, well, let's see what we can do here. So we've got the greens, and the pinks and the purples. Yeah, so I've got, oops, that was my fault. I totally just punched the table. Sorry. Thank you, Jennings. Aw, thank you, Carrie. All right, so I am going to put a top dot on that center dot. So I have 4 different colors of paint. I've got my purple with a little bit more pink in it, a little bit more pink. That's not the right pink. This is the pink. And then this one. So this one is my darkest. So it's this one here. So now I'm going to put a top dot with this next lightest shade on top of that one. And then I will wait until that dries, and then I will do another smaller one with the next lightest and the next lightest and the next lightest till we get to the other part of it. Let's see here. Scorpion tattoo. Oh, wow, Shane. Pink is pretty, eh? I have a lot of patience, Jennings, when it comes to this art form. I wouldn't say that I have a lot of patience in other areas of my life. My friends probably would have a hard time containing their laughter at the idea that I'm a patient person. Now, I can tell you for sure that I am significantly more more patient in my life since I've started doing this art form. It has helped me learn patience in other forms of my life, for sure. But I'm definitely not known for being the most patient person in the world. But it's because I enjoy this, right? When you follow the joy and you're doing something that you really, really enjoy, you don't have to manufacture patience, right? Because when it's something that you're really into, time just melts away and you get into the zone so easily. It's really less about creating patience than just letting yourself go with the flow. And Deco Art paints. I bought a Deco Art glass paint because I've really liked the Deco Art. I had one other Deco Art glass. The pink that I'm actually using in this one is a Deco Art glass paint, and I really liked it so far. Really, really liked it so far. Very thin though. Very, very, very thin. Hi, Crystal. Welcome. Wonderful to have you here. Exactly. Molly's only patient with painting and children. Brother was in the army, Australian Army. He was 59 years old. I'm so sorry for your loss, Shane. Thank you, May. Okay. So with this center dot, I want to put another dot of a slightly lighter shade. Let me see if I can turn this so you can see a little bit better, maybe. And I want this dot to be a bit smaller than the dot below because I want some of that dark purple to still show through. So I'm just trying with a couple of my different tools to see what size I think would be good. Whatever size my tool covers on here, the paint is going to cover more than that. I always wanted to try it, but I'm scared that my OCD's... It's funny because your OCD might be really happy with the repetitiveness. Like I find I get a lot of soothing. It's very soothing for me to count while I'm doing this, and that calms things. And now I don't have OCD, so I'm certainly not saying that I know what it would be like for anybody that does. But if you like repetitiveness and attention to detail and things like that, because a lot of the mistakes are very fixable. So it might do the exact opposite for you. It might help you finish it. Hi, Clean. Thank you, James. Wait till you see the top dots because we're going to make this baby glow in the damn dark. All right. So when you're choosing your tool size, hold your tools up to the dot that you want to add the top dot on. And also understand that you are better off playing it a little conservative and going a little smaller than what you think you're going to need. You can always go back in with a larger tool and place a larger dot if you feel you need or want to. I'm really, really happy with this size. Right there. So this gradual change in color as we add on layers of paint is going to be what creates kind of a 3D look. We're going to do it on all of these purple dots, so I'm going to leave this paint out. Now, what I'm going to do though is this paint is a little bit thicker, so I don't want it to peak, right? I want it to lay flat. So I'm going to use one of my nail dotting stylus tools and just kind of move some of that paint around. It doesn't have to be super pretty. It just needs to be flat. And it's going to self-level to a certain extent as well. I'm going to give it a second, then I'm going to go in and check for bubbles. Oh, I'm so sorry, Shane. Pencil eraser. Pencil erasers will work as well. You can use all kinds of things. Anything that is round and flat from around your house, you can use for doing dot mandalas. I have a set of tools by DIY Mandala Stones that I use. I also use some nail dotting stylus tools. I've got them labeled because I'm going to be showing them in patterns. I'm going to put some tape around them. So I use these with little metal balls on the ends. Oh, I got to clean that off. Sorry. I had paint left over on that tool. So these little metal stylus tools with little balls on the end, they work really well. Drill bits. I started with crochet hooks. There's so many things that you can use. I can't wait to get yours on their way to you, James. And we're sending you so much love, Shane. So much love. I'm good, Clean. Thank you. How are you? I'm feeling better now that I'm eating some chocolate, too. Not gonna lie. So I'm just going in with a tool here to pop a couple bubbles. I want to try and get the bubbles while the paint is fairly wet, in the hopes that it'll kind of self-level. It might not though, so I might just have to coax it a little bit. Oh. And I'll just add a bit more paint. I can always add some more paint. I'm going to be putting more layers of paint on top of this anyway, so it's not like it needs to be perfect by any means. There we go. I'm so excited, James. You're going to love them. Things are, challenging, but nothing I can't handle. You keep your chin up. Keep taking care of yourself. Oh, my fluffy child is fine. She's curled up on the bed right now, half sleeping, half glaring at me. Today, Carrie, we have rosebuds from the Bulk Barn. For the American friends, we have a food store called the Bulk Barn that is just bulk bins that you go in and you scoop things into bags and you pay for whatever you buy. And they have everything. So I got some rosebuds. Some little chocolate twisties. Yes, I do have a cat. Molly, you're starting another big canvas. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, I can't wait to see. Hand's doing okay, James. I got some cream today. And it seems to be helping quite a bit. And I got myself a wrist support. And I'm ordering myself compression gloves. We're going to nip this in the bud fast. Fast. Not putting up with any of this crap. Yes, I have a cat named Audrey. And she is the love of my life. Well, one of the loves of my life. Before her, I had a dog. And I would have to say he's the love of my life. And asking how I got started, it's actually, losing him broke me. I think anytime we go through a lot of pain and everything, it's really, really tough. Anyways, I was not in a great place, so I was just, sorry, my mind's struggling with this today. It's not something that I've thought about in a while. And sometimes emotions come up with it, and sometimes emotions don't come up with it when I talk about it. And today some emotions are coming up with it, so bear with me. I started listening to some content by this guy named Kyle Cease. he basically made me feel happy to be alive and taught me how to do a lot of good things for myself that have really helped me a lot. And one of the things that he talked a lot about was spending more time in your day doing things that you would consider to be tens. So what are those things that you really want to do? It would be exciting. It would be exhilarating. It's easy for you to think about. It would be an easy thing to do where you couldn't do it and not be happy and not enjoy it. And then he would challenge us too to say, maybe you don't know what your tens are. And you start trying some different things. He said, spend some time on Pinterest. Look at what other people are posting about and what kind of sparks it for you. So anyways, a little while later in his Facebook group, a lady posted celebrating that she had just finished teaching her very first mandala drawing workshop. And as soon as I saw the pictures of what she was doing, I immediately kind of just went, I can do that and I want to do that. So I started drawing mandalas. That's what I was pulled to in the beginning. And then over time, I started spending some time on Pinterest getting ideas for drawing mandalas. And it wasn't very long until I saw dot mandalas. And then I was completely hooked. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really fun. Beige, brown, cream, white, and rose gold. Oh, that's going to be beautiful, Molly. Be like Neapolitan ice cream. Hi, Culture Creation. Ooh. Chirping at the window at a dog. Nice. It is. Thank you, James. I'm excited. You have 2 fluffy children? What kinds? Pet Scorpion named after your brother. That's wonderful. That's lovely. Exactly. Emotions heal. Thank you. No, they don't. Emotions are my superpower. I've decided. I no longer apologize for feeling things. Well, I apologize when it catches me off guard. I don't apologize for feeling them, but I apologize for not being able to articulate it as well. And having to kind of gather my thoughts a little bit. It's important. So I've been doing this artwork for a little over 2.5 years now, and the mugs has just been barely a year. All right, I'm going to add some top dots. We're going to go around here. Oops. We're going to get these top dots going. This is what's really going to make this piece. And it's so nice. Even look right now, I'm not having to pick up the mug. It's so nice on my hands. This is something that's, carpal tunnel, arthritis, all that wonderful fun stuff. You've got to keep a close eye on things to make sure that you aren't going to end up in a lot of pain. But it's a reality for this art form, right? The repetitive motion, holding on to things really tightly. There's all those things that are going to come into play. So make sure you're giving your hands lots of rest. Keep them warm. Keep them moving. Keep yourself hydrated. Your 10 is your grandbabies. Yeah. Golden Retriever, he's 1.5. Oh, so still lots of puppy. And a Siberian forest cat. I'm going to have to Google that. 5 and full of sass. Oh, I'm glad too, Heidi. Friends meeting friends in the live. Hi, Val. Just caught your page for the first time. I'm a crafter. Oh, it's so much fun. One thing we talked about at the beginning of this live, if you're looking at giving this a try and you want a set of tools, you can get them very reasonably priced. I even wrote it down today. If you want to screenshot this, whoops, .artdepot.com and use the code Jamie10. Make sure you spell it Jaime. Jame won't work. She's got some great sets of tools that have both the nail dotting stylus tools and some acrylic rods, and it's not going to break the bank. It's a really good set of tools for a very reasonable amount of money. And I highly recommend starting on wood. Give it a good sand, multiple layers of paint for a base coat or gesso. But it's a lot of fun, Val. Thank you, Clean. All right. Let's keep going here. So this is layer 2 of 4 that all of these dots are going to get. These dots are going to get 4 layers of paint. And what's going to happen, because they're gradually getting lighter and lighter, is that these dots will come to look almost like they're 3D, like pearls in a way. And they're going to stand out. It's going to stand out really cool. These dots are going to be the focal point. So what I'm going to do is I have some more swoops I need to put in here as well. These swoops in the middle, these green ones, they still need to get another green one. But I'm going to have to wait until those top dots dry a little bit. But I think it's going to look really good. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait for those top dots to dry. I'm totally going to put my hand in the paint if I don't. But we can start pulling together colors maybe for the next mug. I'm not going to be able to stay on much past 1 o'clock, but let's see. I'm going to be live again tonight at 7 o'clock here on TikTok. If you want to come and hang, that'll be wonderful. Oh, thank you, Chair Bear. That's so kind. The swoops are fun, eh? It's like on this mug. I love doing those swoops. So fun. All right, let me pull it back down, catch up on the comments. So getting the cup to stay, very good question. On my live the other day, we were talking about getting the mug to stay so I didn't have to hold it because it was hurting my hands. Arthritis, carpal tunnel, all of the above. So what we talked about first was the idea of pool noodles and gluing them to a piece of wood. But winter in Canada, pool noodles are a little harder to come by right now. And none of my friends had any lying around. So I went to a suggestion. Another suggestion was floral foam. But the really soft stuff is very dusty. So I ended up getting this stuff that's a little bit more styrofoam. And it was a half circle. I cut it in half, and then I cut off the tops. And then glued it to the board. And now this holds the mug, and I put it on my Lazy Susan so I can spin it and move it however I need it to. I don't need to put anything over the paint, Heidi. These are multi-surface acrylic paint. And they actually cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking or after air curing for 21 days. Oh, quilling. That's so cool. I've always wanted to try quilling. That's so kind, Shane. Thank you. And they know they're for no for fluffed. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, it worked out well, didn't it? Southern Belle. You're welcome, Heidi. Okay, so I have an idea for the colors that I want to use for the gratitude mug. So I figured we could pull that together. I'm going to do it on a black mug. Just going to pull out some paint pots here. I'm going to do it on a black mug. And I really, really, really want to use this metallic pink that I have. So I'm feeling that gratitude is light and fluffy, cloud-like, soft, peaceful. That's kind of what I'm feeling for gratitude. So gratitude is the card pull from day 11. It's fun but time consuming. I bet it looks like it's one heck of a learning curve too. For quilling, Heidi, is it? It creates such beautiful work though. Okay, so I have these little paint pots that I buy. I got these ones from Amazon. When I first got them, I did not like them because they don't open super, super easy. But now that I know the trick to opening them, I'm okay with it. So I always put my paints in there in these. So we're going to use a white pearl. Or actually, I think we might use a regular white and keep the pink the only metallic. This pink metallic, which is blush pink. I really, really like that color. So we're going to use that one. We're going to use a regular white. So I have to find my white. I think I've got a white already in a container, so I'm not going to pour out more white. And then I want to use a couple of blues. There's a couple of blues I got the other day that I think would work really well with this. One of which, no, that's the metallic. I don't want the metallic. This one, and this one maybe? Yes, okay, so this one. Australian colors on that mug now, is it? What's the trick to open one? Oh, you made one fly yesterday. So what I do to open them is I hold this one down and I actually grab it from underneath here and pull up this way. Pull up and back and use my hand to anchor here because they're so soft, right? Like these ones are my favorite ones. I don't even remember where I got them. You just pinch that together and they pop open and they're fantastic, right? And then I had some other ones that are similar to this, but just a different feel of the container. It's just a little more sturdy. So yeah, if you hold it like this, I kind of put my thumb on this bottom one and then I try to get right underneath here as low as I can and try and pull back. So that's how I do it now. Don't try like this. Don't try like this. You're gonna send that flying if you try and twist that off. So yeah, go back here and pop it up that way. Give that a try. Yeah, give it a shot and see if that works better for you. So now I'm going to use, this one's called Blue Cloud. Oh, come on. So there's the blue, and then put that next to the pink. And then I've got one more. And this one's more a little bit of a teal, so it's gonna, and this almost looks very, the pink almost looks very mauve-ish in person. So I think between that and the white and this darker shade, and I think this darker shade's gonna work well because it will, it'll be good for some bottom dots, green and yellow. That's Australia colors, green and yellow. That's cool. All right, and then we have this one. That pretty color. Isn't that pretty? So these three colors together, plus plus a white. I think that's going to be the colors that I use for the gratitude mug. It just seems fitting. I think lots of white in it, lots of really delicate designs in it, and just really, just something really nice and little delicate and kind of frilly and peaceful looking. I think that's going to be gratitude. So we'll get that ready. I have little containers that I really need to start using and labeling more. But those are going to be my colors for the next mug. I'm only painting mugs while I'm on the lives with you guys. I'm trying to get these patterns done and ready for the January launch for Patreon. I'm making a switch from exclusive video to basically like a pattern subscription kind of idea, like a pattern of the month club, where I'm going to create flat patterns and readable patterns to create, so you can recreate these designs at home. So that's going to be coming. I've got a lot of mugs to paint from the card pulls. The cards are available for pre-order. The link is in my bio. There's a few mugs left on my shop from the Christmas Day shop restock, and my next shop restock will be on January the 8th at noon Eastern. Hi, Cheryl. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Thanks, Shane. Yeah, it's a cool color, eh? All right, you guys, I have to sign off for now, but I will be going live again tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you're around and want to come hang out, I'd love to see ya. And if we're not going to get to reconnect again today, then I will be live here again tomorrow. Can't remember what time, but I will be live here again tomorrow. You have a great day too. Have a great evening, Anne. Sending you lots and lots of love. And I will look forward to seeing you all again very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye.